So I've noticed some similarities between the Super Mario Bros. Series and the Spyro the Dragon series. So, in Mario, you are a plumber taking the role of a knight in order to slay a metaphorical dragon, in a sense, in the form of Bowser. Even though Bowser is a turtle, he is often depicted to be very dragon-like. So, in Spyro the Dragon, at least in the first game, that is played in reverse. In Spyro, you are a dragon, a diminutive dragon, and your role is to save your comrades from an evil knight in Nasty Nork, whom is much larger than you, cladded in armor. With that being said, there are some other interesting things that I think Spyro the Dragon takes from Mario, specifically Mario 64. In Mario 64, the wing cap is a very prominent power-up. However, in Spyro, the basis of the gameplay revolves around gliding, as Spyro himself is a dragon, and this mechanic gets better and better throughout the titles. Then, another ability that I think Spyro takes from Mario, but it's more naturally integrated into Spyro as opposed to the Super Mario Bros. Series, is the ability to breathe fire. Because in Mario, the various Mario Brothers characters have the ability to obtain pyrokinesis through getting the fire flower, in which they are able to throw fireballs, and this has been referenced in many games like the Super Smash Bros. Series. However, with Spyro, it's more naturally integrated because in many folklore, dragons usually have the ability to breathe fire. So that makes sense that from the series' inception, Spyro has always been able to breathe fire. Now, with that being said, a very interesting concept that's present in Super Mario 64 and a bit in Super Mario Sunshine is the idea of Mario using portals in order to travel to different locations. In 64, they come in the form of paintings throughout most of the game. And then in Sunshine, they usually come in the form of graffiti markings. I think this idea is riffed on by the Spyro the Dragon series because Spyro uses portals to travel to various locations in the games. And in both cases, both in 64 and Sunshine, they have a hub location. This too was borrowed by Spyro the Dragon because Spyro the Dragon usually has 3 hub locations per game that contain the various levels that Spyro can go to. With that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede Plays.